Alright, so Fusion Core on TriAcme. Hopefully start up by now. We'll see. We're going to start off with MF scan. Tap TAC for all ports. Tap EV, very verbo. Tap EN, do not ping. And then timing at 4. We got 139, 80, 445, 53s on here. So that's something to maybe look into. 3389. Let's go ahead and start up an MF scan on that 445. Look at the default scripts, default version. Let's go ahead and do a Remina. See if we can get information off of that 3389. Oh, whoops. Alright, so it looks like it's called Fusion Tech DC.fusion.core. Okay. So we have a host name. Fusion DC.fusion.core. I'm going to MF that 453. And we also have that port 80. Let's go ahead and throw an MF at that also. Make sure it's actually running an IIS server. And let's go ahead and let's go check out that port 82 while the rest of those MFs are running. So e-business bootstrap template maybe? So you've got some names here. Once we can figure out a naming scheme, might want to look into that. Maybe find a contact us. Nothing in there, okay. This looks kind of like your normal website page, like right here. Portfolio, these guys just kind of go around and just go down this page. Contact doesn't have any type of email that we can go off of. Let's go ahead and do a, it is an IIS 10. Alright, doesn't look like we're able to anonymously get into there. We could try. Okay. Nothing in there. Oh, probably TAC-L maybe. Haven't seen Kerberos pop up here yet, but probably gonna see port 88. Anonymous login was successful, then going straight back. Yep, so nothing that we can look at in there. All right, let's start up a Fearox Buster on this port 80 up here. Port 53 is on him, so I'm wondering if we need to have a slash backup. That might be something right there. Backup. I want to check it. Take a look at that guy right there. Slash backup. Employee.ods. I wonder if we can curl that. Bring it back down to us. Or I wonder if we need to change our thing to Fusion. Backup employee.ods. Slash employee.ods. Go ahead and try to curl that. Employee.ods, right? Okay, it's giving us the same thing. Let's see if we can do a wget on it. Let's go and wget that guy. We can do something like that on it. We might have to change it to our Etsy host file, I'm thinking. Okay, so let's go ahead and change our Etsy host, I'm thinking. And we'll go from there. So Fusion, I guess, .thm maybe? Or FusionCore.thm? I don't know which one yet. Sure, we can figure it out. The host name was Fusion.core. I wonder if it's going to be Fusion.core over here. Let's go and try that. Fusion.core. Whoops, that's not it. fusion.core/backup. I didn't spell backup correctly that time. I'll get there. First try. There we go. Okay, it doesn't seem to... A little off today, sorry. Okay, it doesn't like that one at all, does it? The other way at least kind of liked. I wonder if it's like fusion.thm or what the actual host name is for this. That's something we might have to look into, like right there. Because right now we're not able to get to that table. Let's go ahead and get rid of our Etsy host in there. Let's go back to just this guy right here. Let's refresh it, make sure he still works. Okay. Oh. Or it just wasn't started up all the way. Looks like it's like an XML file. It's opening up with calc. So it looks like it's an XML type of file. Okay, so we got usernames. So it looks like we don't have to do any type of username brute forcing here. So we have usernames here. Let's go ahead and let's use our username list here with no password. Right? And let's try to do some curve roasting here. So let's go ahead and do a get NP users, right? Not get users NPN, right? Get NP users. Yep, get NP users. Get NP users. And we're going to do this for fusion.core / no name, right? Because we have a users file, right? Attack users file. I think it's like that, or is it users file like that? I always forget. We'll try that. And we'll do a nano users.text. Let's go and throw these people in there first. And we'll do it for users.text. And let's go ahead and set the correct domain controller IP address. I think it's like this. I always forget. Without a username, I always forget if it's users file or user tag file or what it is. Okay, so we got one. L. Parker. Let me go ahead and do this like real quick just so I can have that in my notes also. Okay. So we could roast this somebody. Let's do a nano hash.text. That means that they don't have. How do you download RAM? You gotta go on moreram.com. Let's go ahead and do a John hash.text. That means if we curb roast them like that, that means that they didn't have pre-authentication turned on the domain controller, or that little button's clicked. Okay, so we have that now. So we do have an L Parker, right, and a password. So let's go ahead and nano user path.text, and we'll throw in L Parker, and then a password there. All right, cool. Let's go ahead. We'll keep that guy running just in case, but let's try to do an evil WinRM with him. We'll try to just hop it right in. If not, then we'll go back to SMB and everything like that. We'll see what we can do from there. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Game Daddle. Attack you. Let's go and cat that user pass.text again. There we go. L Parker. Attack P is going to be this, like right here. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up. We'll see if it does. It looks like it's going to mess it up. So we'll put single quotes around it. And now we should be good. I don't know where that T came from. L Parker, P-A-R-K-E-R. Let's try that. See if we can evil WinRM in his head. 07? What's 07? Either A, it's going pretty slow, or B, we're not going to be able to win our random with him. But if not, that'll be okay. He's just moving a little bit slow. I'm hoping it's just moving a little bit slow. So we don't have... Yeah, we do have LDAP. Okay. So you could always try to look at LDAP. See if there's any more usernames on here. There's a lot of things we could try like right now. We can always look at the SMB. We do a crack map exec and see if we can even log in. See if that guy's even on the system. For the correct IP address, obviously. Do that all the time. 1010.17.203. Let's try that like right there. Okay, so we did get in. What's going on crap Mac exec up there? Or is it just slow, the box in general? Alright, so we did get in. Let's go ahead and do whoami/priv. We'll also do a whoami/groups. This thing is not moving too quickly. Let's go ahead and stop beating up this web server since we are in now. Go ahead and stop the crap map exact since we are in now. So, stop beating this guy up like a little bit. Fearox. Yeah, Fearox Buster. So, we can stop this guy. Like that, Fearox Buster. Ferox Buster. I believe you just do a sudo app install actually for it. Okay, so it doesn't really look like we have much here. Add workstation to domain though. Bypass transverse checking. And then the last one. But I also don't know if that's because it was just moving slow or not. So I'm going to give him a minute. Let him do its thing. Because he's moving very, very slow. Okay. So I guess that's our way in. Or we're going to have to look at, what is it? Or we're going to have to look at an LDAP dump or something like that. LDAP domain dump. And it would be for 10.10.42.16, I believe it is, right? 10.10.17.203. 17.203. We did that one on another one, didn't we? Attack view is going to be L Parker. Attack P is going to be that password right there. Go ahead and throw these guys around it. Oh, it's lowercase u and p. Okay. Lowercase u. L Parker. I keep calling him Parkett for some reason. Must include domain. Okay, so we got Fusion Core. Fusion.core. It is including a domain. That's what that slash is for, like right there. Literally in there. Don't know what else to do for you, big guy. Do you just want just Fusion or something like that? Because this guy doesn't seem to be able to log in like that. But LDAP is definitely on here, and he can definitely obviously log in. Alright, so I don't know what's going on with that. I do now, Game Daniel. Yes, I do. Day Luxury, how you doing? I do, though. It seems to be faster than everything. This thing's... Their VPN's failing. That's what the problem is over here. Okay. VPN is failing super hardcore. Let's try that again because the VPN was failing. We'll see if this is going to work. It's not looking like that wants to work, huh? I got a couple other ones in here for LDAP. can always try to look at LDAP. You can also try to look at RPC. Let's try to look at something like that. Quite a few things we can do in here. We can also just do a net user down here since we are in Evil Winter RM under L Parker. But this thing is J Murphy is another one. So that's the one I want to look at. Let's go ahead and CD into users, C users. J Murphy. Okay, so we can't look at his stuff. Let's go ahead and CD into L Parker. Let's try to get with SMB also. See if there's anything going on with SMB in here. Nothing. No like shares that are pointing out to me or anything like that. It's normal stuff. See in desktop. Okay, we get one flag. Alright, awesome. So we got a flag here. So let's go ahead and throw that and try hack me over here. How many flags? Ooh, there's supposed to be 3 flags. Is that user 1, I take it? Okay, cool. So we got user 1. Let's go ahead and where are my groups? See what groups I belong to in here. Nothing special. Okay. So nothing special in there. We can always throw WinPs at it. System info. All right, now we'll look at system info. So, all right, so we're probably grab this WinPs any. Let's go ahead and make a Python server, and we'll go ahead and we'll throw the Python server over here. We'll throw this WinPs at wget use basic parsing 10.13.26.184 / WinPs any, and we'll just call that. Out file will just be WinPs any. All right, so we got him. That's good. See if Windows Defender takes it away from us here. / WinPs any.exe. See if we get anything to do with WinPs here. And then we'll kind of work our way after that. Well, that's actually running. Probably run a couple things to look at like the LDAP domain dump, things like that, So, LDAP domain, I don't think it needs to go like that. I think it's only like that if you don't have a username or password. So WinPs is not running. Failed operation not complete. Suspect file contains virus or unwanted software. Oh boy. And that shouldn't actually be, let's go ahead and do a cat scripts AMSI bypass. That shouldn't even be an AMSI because it's an actual executable. So that's probably Windows Defender stopping it after it hits disk. And it's probably gone now too. So we're probably going to have to pull that back. Most likely taken off. Oh, it wasn't taken off. Wow, okay. Let's try that. Yeah, okay, so that's Windows Defender. So it says most likely not AMSI bypass. Let's do an ipconfig. Fusion.core / L Parker, right? Attack P. It's going to be his password. Is it lowercase u? Yes, it is. I did that last time too, didn't I? I literally just did that, huh? With a capital U. And he just does not want to run LDAP domain dump today, huh? For some reason. That's very strange. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Mute Woo. Yeah, LDAP domain dump just does not want to run today, it looks like. I think I've been having problems with it for a while though too. You know what else though? It's also not in my Etsy host. That, I mean, that might be why, like right there. Let's see. Let's see if that was the problem. Hopefully that was the problem. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and do an LDAP search, I believe it is. And I believe we can do that with a user, with authentication. Hey, thanks a lot for the follow, Tennington UK. Because I'm pretty sure I'm doing LDAP domain dump correctly. It might just be having some problems, something like that. Go ahead, we can do an LDAP domain enumeration hack tricks. So we don't really have much any rights as that guy. So that's what I'm trying to figure out what's going on with LDAP so we can get in there, so we can look at everything a different way, from a different point of view. Alright, if you have valid credentials logged in LDAP server, you can dump all the information about the domain using. Let's go ahead and do a pip3 install LDAP domain dump. I wonder if that might be the problem. Or if it just needs to be updated or something like that. No, it's good. Okay, so it's definitely good. Let's go ahead and do a Python 3. Let's look it up. There's probably 100 of them in here. Let's go ahead and grab the Python 3 one. That's the Python 2 one. Let's go ahead and grab the Python 2 one. Screw it. We'll do a Python. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go. And, oh, I dumped it in freaking tools. Star.html. Star.grep, right? What else is in here? Can't believe I dumped it in tools. It's gonna take freaking forever to figure that one out. All these star.grep and star.json. See, desktop, try hack me. Fusion core. Let's run that same command again for that LDAP domain dump. I don't think it is. Anya, if you can get Meterpreter shell up and running, this one has antivirus working on it. And it looks like Defender up and running. Well, it looks like Defender. But so we're not gonna be able to just get an easy, you know. Oh shit, you guys got a 5-minute break and that? Just started 15 minutes ago, but okay. I'll grab some water too. But I don't think it is, Anya. Here, this is going to be part of my break like right here. Just because I'd rather just be in PowerShell in all honesty. I think with Evil WinRM, I think people think it's more powerful than what it actually is. I think that actually being in PowerShell, like as an RDP in PowerShell is the most powerful thing you can do. I don't like using the download function with WinRM. It never really seems to work for me. The upload one always seems to work. The download one I always have problems with. So I end up always doing an SMB server on my own stuff and downloading stuff like that. But if you can get a full-blown Meterpreter shell, that's the strongest thing you get, like right there. Because then you can go into a shell, you can come back to Meterpreter, run all your post stuff, you know, your post Windows stuff. You can run Get GUI instead of trying to figure out how to turn on with PowerShell, with remote desktop, stuff like that. There's a lot of different things, you know, that you can do within that interpreter shell, and it just makes your life a lot easier. And if you mess up, you press Control-C or whatever, you're not getting backed out, or it's not going to all of a sudden just drop you. You know, you just press Control-C, yeah, sure, exit that shell, and then you go right back into it if you're an interpreter because you're already in that. You still have that interpreter shell up and running. Same thing with auto route and everything like that. Go get some water and hydrate. Oh, man. Got to stay here for a minute or so, and then we'll start that guy up again. What's up, Lauren King? How you doing? This one's going a lot better than yesterday, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, so I think actually the PowerShell, actually having PowerShell on an RDP, that's the strongest thing you can get. Because with that, you can do script blocks, is what it's called. So you can actually create a session with another machine as long as you have the credentials or whatever else, or a hash with Mimikatz. You can do script blocks with that. I think that literally this is the same exact thing as the interpreter PowerShell you're going to get, except for this one can upload and download. But my thing is like, well, I don't like downloading anything first off. I don't like putting anything in the actual, on the hard drive itself. Me just running WinPs is kind of like, I'm like, I don't know, because I don't want to actually download it. I want everything in memory. So right there, no matter what, I'm already have to use PowerShell to have it in memory. So, and then if it's in memory, it's more likely to bypass Windows Defender, because Windows Defender is checking the drive. It doesn't check memory. And a lot of AVs don't check the drive. They check the drive, not memory. So having something in memory is really, like, you can have Mimikatz in memory with Windows Defender up and running, and it doesn't catch it. So that's why I like having a full-blown actual shell. WinRM for these guys is just faster. That's all really. It's a lot faster and stuff like that. It's obviously closer to regular PowerShell because you're using WinRM. But so you can create sessions, things like that. But I still think just a interpreter shell, I actually like those ones better. Just because I can run all the post commands. And then from there, if I mess up something, I can Control-C and hop right back into a shell. And I can go back into command prompt. This one like right here won't let you go into command prompt. So you have to type out the whole command. If you want to do something command prompt, like restart service, it's a lot easier, I think, in command prompt to restart services and query services, stuff like that. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this LDAP domain dump. Let's see if it has information first in it. It looks like it does. Let's do domain users first. So we'll do a Firefox. Oh man, you guys finally get to see it. Okay, so we were looking at Jay Murphy, right? And he is a backup operator. Okay, cool. So we might be able to download the SAM database and the system database. The system backup might be able to do something like that. Or depending on the methods of privileges or not, we could actually change the administrator's password, depending on how they did his permissions. And he has his password under the description. All right, so we have his password now. So let's go ahead and hop into Jay Murphy. That's why I like the LDAP domain dump, because you see descriptions. So let's go ahead and actually hop into him. Let's do we can just hop out of here then, because he doesn't have shit. And we'll do, let's go ahead and make a user path.txt file with Jay Murphy. And the user path.txt. We'll go ahead and grab his password. And we'll do Jay Murphy. Or the exclamation point's going to mess it up, so we're going to leave a single quote there. If you guys didn't notice, I did double quotes up here. That was blue. That means that that's going to run some type of command or something. So I put a slash in front of it, which then turns it purple, if you guys didn't notice, which then tells it like, hey, just make this an exclamation point. That's what we just did up there. And that's if you're using double quotes. If you're using single quotes, you don't have to do that. It's just going to take whatever's inside the single quotes and say that's an actual string. Don't run any commands in here. The nice thing also about Interpreter, Anya, is the auto routes, because you can run your auto routes on there and then just do your SOX proxy on Metasploit. Make sure your SOX proxy is also set up on your machine, and now you have proxy chains or whatever else. So, and it's super fast that way. Instead of trying to do like a shuttle or anything like that, running auto route on there is very quick. Okay, so now we're in Murphy. Let's make sure that priv was actually correct. And backup files and directories, restore files and directories. So yes, it does look like that was correct. Who am I /groups? So we are, yep, backup operators. And it does work. So it is actually up and running. So we may be able to back up the SAM and system file. Or we may be able to just change out the administrator's password. We do one of those couple of things. Or we could try to put the DLL command line in here for backup operators, which I have never done yet. So maybe we'll do something like that. Let's go and type out flag.txt. All right, there's our second flag like right there. But Anya, I also took CRTP, which is all PowerShell based, and it's getting through an entire network with just PowerShell. And there's no actual, like, there's nothing on the system, like, you know, programs running, things like that, that allow you to increase your privileges, except for something I think on PowerUp, that's it, you know, using PowerUp. But there's no actual exploits on there. It's just using all PowerShell and Active Directory against itself. So I took that, and that was only in PowerShell. So that may also be another reason why I like actually being RDP'd in with PowerShell. That could be another reason why. All right. So there is a thing with backup privileges that we can actually import a DLL with it, right? I have never done it yet. I've never done that one yet. I've done the system hive, the SAM and the hive thing and stuff like that. But we could probably look up just this thing right here, SE backup privilege. It'll probably give us the DLL for it. It says he has SE backup privilege. We should be able to have that. There we go. I wonder if this guy has the multiple ways of doing it. Because I haven't done that ever, so. Yep. Shadow copies, dynamic link library, and shadow copies. Okay, let's keep looking at it for DLL. SE backup privilege commandlets, SE backup privilege utilities. That's what we want, like right there, those two. Those two modules is what we want to import. And then from there, let's just actually drop in the, never mind, let's just drop in exactly what, okay, let's drop in the ntds.dit. Okay. No, he's saving ntds.dit in system instead of SAM in system, isn't he? So I think we did this one last time. This shadow. We did that one last time. This time we'll go ahead, and I've also dropped the SAM file before. I'm wondering if his privileges would allow him to have Mimikatz on here. Probably not, because he's not an administrator, so most likely not. What does reset the box do? Resets the box? I mean, it's just gonna, we're still gonna be on the same one. It's just gonna take 10 more minutes, that's all. All right, let's try to find those two DLLs. SE privilege commandlets and SE privilege utilities. What if I actually have those? All right, there we go. Commandlets and utilities. That's probably never done it. It's written in, okay, SE privilege commandlets DLL. Utilities DLL. That's exactly what we want. Let's go ahead and grab that guy. We'll view raw, and we'll go ahead and we'll download him. I don't really want to do that, but okay. Yeah, we can just download it then. SE privilege commandlets.dll. We'll go ahead and save that. Let's go ahead and CD into tools. And we'll do a quick move from downloads. SE privilege commandlets to right here. And then we'll do the same thing for SE privilege utilities.dll. This will be a new way. All right, cool. So we move both of those, right, over into here. So now we should be able to do a wget and put both of those in there. Let's go ahead and make a directory C temp. We'll CD into there. And let's go ahead and do a wget, do Python 3. Now remember, on WinRM, you can do a download. We could technically go like this. Or is this one upload? This might be upload, huh? Nope, it's download. Oh, that's because it's looking in there. That's why. Let's go ahead and upload. Home, Kali, tools. You can do this on WinRM also, which will take it from this machine and put it onto here. And hopefully since we're in temp, hopefully Defender isn't looking here. Hopefully. We'll find out here in a minute. Alright, so it says upload successful. So we'll see. Do a dir. And it is there. So we can do an upload. So you don't have to do a wget. This is one of the nice things about WinRM. Whoopsie daisy. Messed it up again. Home, Kali, tools. This is really the only thing I see different with this versus something else. Oh, not too bad, Great Fox. How you doing? All right, so we have both of those in there now, right? So now, let me go ahead and start making some notes here for this. Yeah, see, last time I did that, like right there. Oh, there's the DLL method, actually. So let me go ahead and actually do this product right here. There we go. We'll copy that. Scroll down to here. Put both files above on the system. Show that they're both on there. Okay. All right, and then from here, let's see what we're going to do next. From here, we're going to do a little magic probably. So we got both those guys on there, right? They're both already in C temp. Okay, then we're going to do an import module for both of them. So we're going to do an import module. For this guy right here. That's weird. Why is it saying import module? That's weird to me. Let's go ahead and do it like that. What about period slash? Failed to run. No application is associated with a specified file for this operation. Really now? Because it's a DLL. So how are we importing the module for DLL? That's what I'm not really understanding. And he's got import module period slash DLL. That might be. Might have to do that period slash in there since it's a DLL file. Okay, we gotta put that period slash in because it's DLL. Okay. So we're running it also. I get it. You did CVE using LDAP? Nice. Yeah, we did LDAP a little bit earlier. What, did you see it whenever I pulled it up? Over here or something? Yeah, we ran LDAP a little bit earlier, LDAP domain dump. And oh, you probably saw my notes up. But yeah, we did that a little bit earlier. We ran LDAP domain dump, and then we got obviously someone had a description of a user, so we were able to use that, hop in like that. So I'm going to say import modules. We'll copy this. Okay, now that they're imported, we should be able to put in different commands through PowerShell. So we should be able to put in these commands that we saw over here, right? We should be able to do this copy file SE backup privilege. We should be able to do that now because we imported that DLL. So that's not obviously, native to Windows or to PowerShell, that command link right there. So now we import that DLL, we got more commands. Just like whenever we invoke Mimikatz, we get more commands, right? I'll leave that up to you, Larkin King. All right, so let's go ahead and do a copy file SE backup privilege. Remember, it is Windows, so it doesn't care if it's capital or not. Copy file SE backup privilege. Like that. Double P's and everything. Yep. And then we're going to copy it over the E drive. Or we're actually going to copy the E drive Windows ntds.git over to ourselves. It looks like. So we could try to do that. I don't know if it's actually going to be there. I feel like it's not. But, I mean, we could try. I feel like it's going to be... Do we even actually need, do we actually even need to copy that over? Because we can copy files, right? Do we even need to do that? Let's try to do that one, but I don't think that E drive is going to exist on here. Let's probably see Windows in all honesty. Let's see here. Let's try CD into that E drive, like right there. Yeah. Okay, we want C Windows. So we can go ahead and... What I'm wondering is if we can actually just copy over the actual root.txt. I want to try that real quick. So copy file SE backup privilege, I would think. And then we're just going to do it for root.txt. And I just want to see if that's going to work. Because we should be able to copy files, right? So we can do a copy file SE backup privilege. SE backup privilege. And we want to copy over C users administrator / desktop root.txt. And we want to copy that over into C temp. We'll see if that actually copies or not. Oh, I can't find it. Admin strator. Okay, desktop. I wonder if it's just flag.txt. You want to see in the C temp? Oh, did not get it. Access denied. Oh, we can't just copy over that guy. Okay, let's go ahead and do the NTDS then. Flameshot. Flameshot is the tool that I'm using to take print screens of everything. I wonder if I just can't copy it into... He's the one that has the privileges. I know that we already grabbed his flag, right? Let me make sure that we grabbed his flag first. Okay, we already grabbed his flag. Because I'm going to throw it into flag.txt. Let's go and CD into there. I just want to see if this will work, really. So I think that would be pretty cool if it worked. Delete flag.txt. Oh, I think we just did it. Type flag.txt. I think that might be the administrator's flag, like right there. That's definitely different. Oh, let's go! Alright, let's try to do this the real way now. Or, you know, obviously in real life we wouldn't care about flag.txt or something like that, right? So let's go ahead and do a... We're going to do C Windows NTDS .dit, and we want to put that in C users J Murphy desktop. Let's see if we can copy the NTDS.dit over first. Okay, so the file is being used by another process. That is 100% true. We need to make a backup, a shadow copy of that file first. So we actually do need to do everything. I was just seeing if that would actually work or not. Like right there. So we should be able to make a backup of that file, which I actually have all that in my notes right here. So we can do this like right here. First make a script and pass it on to the machine. Now the machine do the following. This script shadow.script. Okay, let's go ahead and make this first. So we're just going to do a quick... Actually, you know what? I should do a nano shadow.script, huh? Or backup shadow.script. This shadow. Something like that. That's not what I wanted at all. And now we'll do it how we should do it for real. Is that really what it looks like? It's like that? Yeah. Just trust myself, huh? Did you finish all the boxes on... I did. I did finish all the boxes on ServerSec Labs. Except for those 2 Linux ones at the end there or whatever. Where I had to get up and leave. I never did those ones. I already canceled my subscription. But yes, we did do all the ones. Yeah, we did do all the ones. All the Windows in one day. All the Linux the next day. So now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and use our disk shadow. Put that on the machine, right? And we'll use disk shadow / as script.txt. So let's go ahead and do a wget. I definitely spelled disk shadow wrong. I spelled it like discus shadow. There we go. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we'll go ahead and we'll do a wget, use basic parsing. 10.13.26.184. This shadow script.txt. And I didn't do an out file, so that's going to say, yeah, great job. Tac out file. Boom. Oh, I should probably actually start with Python server. I'm lost today. Sorry. I'm a little lost today. That's still not correct. And I got kicked out because I'm an idiot. I'll get there one day. I'll do this one day. I'll be able to actually do this stuff. No worries. Use basic parsing. HTTP 10.13.26.184 / disk shadow script.txt. Out file is going to be disk shadow. And what this is going to do, like right here, is this is going to create a backup script of that NTDS because that's always in use. So we can't just grab it because it's always in use. So this is going to make a backup of that shadow. And then we're going to see the backup. So since the time that we ran it is the time that we see it, right? That's pretty much what's going to happen there, okay? Now we want to go in and we want to run this guy. And since we have backup privileges, we should be able to run him just fine. Should. Can't make any promises, just should. And it looks like we're actually getting it. From here, it's actually making a file on the E drive. All right, on the E drive, okay? That's called eWindows NTDS, and that's going to be our backup of it. All right, then we can grab that NTDS.dit and grab our system. So, should is a strong word. I'm not a pen tester. No, not at all. I am a network chief. Yeah, I like the Windows stuff. The Windows ones I find more fun. I do. I find it more fun doing the Windows stuff. This weekend, I'm actually going to be doing a lot of Windows stuff this weekend. We're going to be on Hack the Box, and I want to do as many Windows boxes as possible on Hack the Box. Between the easy and medium ones, there's like 20 or something like that. I want to finish them all. And that's going to be the last huge weekend stream. After that, I'm gone. I won't be on nightly after that. But yeah, that should last 12, 15 hours, something like that. All right, so the shadow copy was successfully exposed as E. Okay, so we can go in that E drive now, right? Yep, after that, I'll be on a couple more times. But, no, I'm not night shift. No, I won't have internet after that for 3-4 months. So when I say I'm gone, I mean I'm gone. Deuces. So this is now a backup of the C drive. That's what we just did, all right? We just made a copy of the C drive. So we want CD into Windows / NTDS. And now we can actually grab that NTDS file. All right? That's what we can actually grab it now. So what we want to do is we want to do we want to copy that, robocopy, right, the NTDS back into the C drive. So let's go ahead and hop over to the C drive again. We put something on Windows Temp, right? We can also copy it back over to our, let's go ahead and do the users, desktop, J Murphy, or users, J Murphy desktop. And then we'll go ahead and we'll grab that file. Yeah, I won't be streaming. I won't be on anyone else's stream for a good 3-4 months at the minimum. All right, so now we should have that NTDS file back here. And we do. Okay, remember we couldn't copy that in the beginning because it's being used. And now we just pulled it back. All right. Now from here, all we got to do is copy over the reg save. All right. HKLM system like right there, which of course I didn't just, make my life easy and just actually put that in there, did I? Of course not. Why would I? Let's go ahead and make it easy now. Remember, it is system, so it doesn't really care about capital letters, things like that. I'll make it the same as what it is up there. Even though we're going to change it up once we get on the machine. That's okay, though. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Press any other key to continue. Okay, thank God. There we go. And we just want to copy that right here. Reg save, C, HKLM system, and we're just going to save it to C users, J Murphy desktop. And then let's go ahead and create an SMB server because I can never download. You're supposed to do it like a certain place and stuff like that. So I just always create an SMB server. I find that to be the easiest way. SMB server.py, SMB2 support, and the server is called share. All right, so we got an SMB server py. It's on share, and it's going to be SMB2 support. In my LDAP, did I actually put the proper notes in there for what I did later on? No, I did not. Of course I didn't. And I did a whole Python script, right? I like locate it and everything like that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and let me grab that like real quick again. Because that one was working. The regular LDAP domain dump was not. So let me go ahead and do this. That color looks a little bit darker, doesn't it, than the other one? It's looking a little bit darker for some reason. Why? Because I picked that one down there. Why would I pick it from a color wheel when I can just easily find the actual place for it? Alright, so systems should be being saved like right now on C user J Murphy desktop. This might take a minute. Yeah, I know that you can download like that. I never, it never like, it'll work for me one time. It won't work for me the next time. So I'm like, yo, I'm just going to create an SMB server, send it back like that, and call it a day. This system's taking a minute, though, to actually save over to here. Probably save this just in case we have to Control-C out of here. Then we'll try it again. Make sure it's actually saving also. I don't remember what the heck this guy's IP address is. 10.10.17.203. J Murphy. Whoops. There we go. Let's see if it's actually saving into his desktop. It doesn't look like it, does it? He should technically be able to do this like right here. We should be seeing at least desktop start coming through here, but doesn't look like he wants to do it, huh? We'll give him a minute. His box was running a little bit slow. Not too bad though, but we'll give it a minute. Or it's because we're getting close to that hour. Sometimes these boxes fail within an hour, but we have noticed that newer ones don't, but I don't know. That should be the last thing that we actually need to do for this. Because we didn't tell what to save as. Hey, that's why. System.back. I know, I see the same things. It's all freaking going insane and stuff like that. I see the same things. Do I practice these boxes every week? What boxes? I never done this box before. This is a new one for me. I'm on try hack me like every day. Every day that can be. Or hack the box, or I'm on something every day that can be. But this box right here I've never actually done before. We may have to actually restart the machine for us to work. Because it's been close to that hour. And the machine may have been shut off. Because as you can see, we're not even airmon in here anymore. We're having a problem with that. Like right now, we didn't have a problem with that before. We may need to grab a new IP address. So let's go ahead and restart this guy. Because it looks like he is starting to fail. Slowly but surely. We'll start the machine back up. Remember, we already did grab that root flag. We already grabbed that from the system backup, right? From moving it over, right? And all we did was a copy. Probably actually look exactly what I did right over here, huh? Right here we did it. Delete that. No, actually we can just put it up and underneath here. There we go. That's what I want to do. Alright, let's see if we can win our airmon in that guy. I'd be surprised if we can, but we'll try. And we want to save that. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. That's all correct. We want to save that over into here. Let's see if we can do it this time. There we go. Alright, so we got that now, right? If I do a DIR, I never brought the freaking NTDIS thing over. Oh, we're going to have to do that again. Okay, so we got the system file, right? Cool. But we never did this again. At least we still have that script, right? Go into my CD into tools. My fault. I'm sorry. What do I call it? I call it this shadow, right? This shadow script.txt. There we go. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and do a wget. Use basic parsing. (10.13.26.184) slash that guy. Tech out file will be that again. And let's start up a Python server. Hey, thanks a lot, Gray Fox. Thank you very much. Alright. The only thing that's not going to make me go insane on this this next deployment. Hey, thanks a lot, Flanobin user. This next deployment is actually going to be, we're going to be teaching a lot of these classes, stuff like that. So, should be a good time. So let's go ahead and do a, we already have the one guy on there, right? We already have system on there. We should be able to go into the, oh, we got to run that script now, right? Let's go ahead and run that script. And that should make that E drive again. We'll go into E drive. We'll copy over from the Windows E drive back into here. And then we should be able to put both those files up over into here, into our box here. And from there, we'll be able to actually look at those files with secrets dump.py. And we'll look at the system and the NTDS. And that's going to be on our local machine, obviously. That's why we have a local back here. And so we're going to do that. And from there, we should be able to either A, crack those hashes, or use the pass the hash and get in as the actual administrator. This guy's going to take a minute. That's okay, though. Nobody ever said this was fast. Not once have you ever heard. This isn't a swordfish. I wish it was swordfish. We could see all the crap flying around and stuff. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? We should definitely make this more swordfishy. Roll will copy that guy back over. Let's go. We do a DIR. We should have both those files in there now. All right, now let's go ahead and SMB them over. So we'll do a copy NTD. 1 second. I always mess that up. So copy / 10 13 20 NTDS dot dit into / 10 13 26 184 / share. Because remember we called the share up here. So now those should now copy back over to here, which looks like they are. Remember we do have SMB2 support up and running. There's our ncds.dit. So as soon as that copies the rest of the way over, we should be good. Looks like it's just about copied all the way over, though. Looks like we actually got it, and we did, because we're disconnecting now. As you can see, his that NTLM hash also comes across, because it sends it across whenever we do, whenever it has to copy something across the network. So thank you very much. Even though we don't need it, we're already him. But for future stuff and, like .lk files, things like that. That's how that's actually working. So we should see a system. And yeah, that thing's actually copied over pretty quick. That was actually a pretty fast copy over. I've actually used this before as SMB2 server before when I had, what was it, when Callie was messing up a lot and I had Parrot for like an hour and a half. I actually copied all my scripts and all my tools and everything over from using SMB2 server. All right, so we got both of those now. So now what we should be able to do is SMB or a secrets dump .py. We should be able to do tag system. It's going to be system. Tag NTDS is going to be ntds.dit local. I think it's like that. Looks like it because it didn't yell at me. Telling us to be patient, so let's be patient. And we're getting back the hashes, right? So what we care about are these ones like right here, our net NTLM hashes. So we can go ahead, we can first try to crack those, okay? So we can do a nano hash.text. We can go ahead and we can throw these hashes in there. Maybe I can't because I don't know how to save stuff. Let's go ahead and actually make this hash 1 so then John doesn't get confused with the different types of hashes in there. We can go ahead and throw these in there. We can use John the Ripper or Hashcat for it. And just tell it it's an NTLM hash or an NT hash, excuse me. And we want John hash 1.text, right? And we want the format to be NT. We want him to look at the NT hash. All right, and as you can see, he did crack one of the hashes, all right? We already knew that hash, but that's just something you can do. We can also just grab, remember the hash goes LM first. So this is the LM. This is the NT. This is what's being used nowadays. So we can copy that. We can do an evil WinRM. Let's go ahead and look at the IP address again. Don't know if it came across up here. It did 10.10.50.238. Is that what that says? Yep. So we can do attack I, 10.10.150.238. Attack U is going to be administrator. Capital H because we're using a hash now. And we're just going to throw just the NT hash at it. Remember, we can also do this with Mimikatz. Alright, you can also do this with invoke Mimikatz. You know, if it's just on over here. So if we were trying to get into another machine, we can pass the hash like that. But we are now administrator. We can CD back, dir, and we can go ahead and CD to the desktop. And look at that flag again. And we got that flag again. So, that is another way to be able to do backup privileges. So, what we did there at the beginning with backup privileges was we just copied the flag over to ourselves, right? To J Murphy desktop flag.text, right? After we already got this flag, we sent it over, right? And then we decided, all right, well, let's do it another way and actually have some type of persistence on here. And we utilized the administrator's hash and grabbed the NTDS and system backup, right? So we're all finished. We've been finished. That was a good box, like right there. And that is about it. So I'm going to raid probably Chabby Moob. We'll raid him. He's more along the same lines as this channel. Yeah, it was a good box. That one, it was quick. It was reactive. It did what it was supposed to do. That was a good box. All right, you all have a good one. Thanks a lot for sticking around. Thanks a lot for hanging out and stuff like that.